Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another reacts video here, reacting to another episode of You. On episode 3 now, Joe Goldberg has set his sights on Beck. They have shared a lovely kiss, and Joe has killed her ex-boyfriend. So, you know, 2 episodes, a lot happened. Go check out the previous 2 reacts if you haven't already. And, yeah. Without further ado, let's just jump right back into it, shall we? With episode 3 of season 1 of the Netflix/Lifetime original series You, Maybe. And this isn't me saying let's maybe start the episode. The title of the episode is Maybe.
I want to come in, but I'm gonna make us wait. I have something rather pressing to deal with.
You're dead to me, Benji.
Now that you've dealt with Benji, time for me to do the same.
You're dead to me. What a choice of words you've chosen there, Beck. What a choice of words you've chosen there, you know. I like Joe acting all virtuous, saying, you know, I'm gonna wait. I want to go in, but I'm not gonna go in yet. You know, I'm gonna make us wait. And also there is a dead body I have to get rid of. You know, it's a bit pressing. Fair. You do probably need to get rid of the dead body. There's only so long you can keep it here in the cage.
Cremation seems expedient. A steady blaze and absolutely no dental records.
Yeah, Joe. Jesus Christ. I mean, the smell of that body. It's been 4 days. The smell of it alone. Let alone staring at it and preparing to smash its teeth in. Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe. You're really not made for this, are you? You're made for the kidnapping and the stalking, not so much the murder and the spoil. You're pretty good at the murder, but not so much the disposing of the body.
I'm gonna need to slow the biological roll. It's about temperature and it's about humidity. And dropping the temp this low puts the books at risk.
Oh, Joe's most pressing concern, not how to get rid of the body, it's the fact that he has to lower the temperature to, you know, help keep a hold of the body so it doesn't decompose quick. But also that presents the biggest concern of all. What about the books? Because let's face it, Benji or not, Joe's main concern here is keeping these books safe and alive. And you know what? Fair enough. These are high quality books after all.
I hooked up with some guy last night. He's uncircumcised. I kind of look like a hoodie. Bookstore clerk has a turtleneck. Not Joe, some guy from Tinder. Joe is still a maybe.
I'm a maybe?
Oh no, my man is pissed. My man is not happy with that. You know? Beck sleeping with another guy? You know, the least of his concern. The main concern here is that he's a maybe, okay? It's just like, what? I'm a maybe? Like, Jesus. And now Joe's got to go into overdrive. He's got to go into full Joe mode. He can't be a maybe. He went into full Joe mode when she said they were just friends, let alone, you know, just a maybe now. You know, he's working his arse off till it's just a yes, you know, just Joe all the way down.
Time to get rid of Benji. I'm gonna need a few supplies.
I have a secret project I'm working on. Thought you could run some errands for me. Just between us.
You can count on me, Joe.
Joseph, for the love of God, don't get Paco involved, okay? I know you're busy, you know, doing Joe stuff. And I know you don't particularly want your own personal trail of getting the stuff you need to, you know, get rid of a dead body. But, Joe, don't involve Paco with this, please. Please.
And that was sunset.
I just wasn't fully invested. My worst fear, and I'm not commenting on Yuri's poem per se, is not to be bad, but unremarkable.
I hope this was helpful, Yuri.
Definitely feels like she's commenting on Yuri's poem. If I was Yuri, I'd take that as a personal comment at me, you know? I don't want to be unremarkable. Like, Jesus, life, damn. Ouch.
You need a new bed. I've got time to kill while Paco's out shopping.
You read my mind.
But I have to play this perfectly.
Smart from Joe there, you know? Seeing what she needs. She needs a new bed. Jesus Christ, Beck. If you have to keep your bed up with some books, it might be the time, you know? Seeing what she needs. And then just coincidentally, you know, slipping in, hey, I need to go get a new side table. Do you want a car? You know? Smooth, Joe.
I can't decide. Should I get the queen or the king size?
Bedroom isn't big enough to fit a king.
You're right, it's 2. How do you know that?
It's New York. No one's bedroom is big enough to fit a king.
Joe does that a lot. He's very quick on his feet, you know. He'll make a mistake, he'll slip up and say something like that. You know, Beck's just like, how do you know? And then Joe will just slip in, you know, with which is the standard, you know. Doesn't everyone who comes to New York want to be a poet? Doesn't who's New York apartment can fit a king size bed? He's quick with it. He's quick with it.
Do you think I'm unremarkable?
Unremarkable people don't worry about being unremarkable.
That's such a nothing answer, Joe. Gee. That's such a nothing answer. First of all, he takes his time, you know, a little brush of the hair behind the ear. And then literally a nothing answer. Just yes or no. You know, unremarkable people don't worry about being unremarkable. Really? Don't they, Joe? Like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
This is the moment. You want it down and dirty, you got it. What? I guess I read that wrong.
First of all, Beck, you know. I mean, Joe knows what he's doing. A little brush of hair behind the ear, a little compliment. You know, he knew what he was going for there. But Joe, really? Right here? In this IKEA kind of place? You're gonna eat her? Oh, Joe. You were a funny man. You were a funny man, Joseph.
Hey, Joe, it's Ethan. The power's out. The electrician can't get to the fuse box because
It's in the basement with a dead body.
he thinks he can pop the lock.
No. Tell the electrician to go home. Okay.
My man was panicked. My man got caught panicking there. Even Beck's like, what's going on there? Joe's stressing, okay? The issue of having a dead body in the basement, it's got to go, Joe. You got to get rid of it, mate.
Everything okay?
Just a little problem at the shop.
6 humidifiers and an AC unit from the late 70s cranked to its lowest setting. Even in death, Benji is a colossal pain in my ass.
I love him blaming Benji for this. It's Benji's fault that he had to use so many humidifiers and stuff and use so much electricity trying to, you know, preserve the books and his dead body. Stupid Benji, how dare you slowly decompose in my basement like that?
Things have grown biologically dire in the Benji department. Also the rare book department. Benji has to go.
What are you up to? Do you happen to read Chinese or own a mallet?
Well, it's funny you say that, Beck. All the things this mallet has seen. Joe stressing out of his mind, trying to drag a 5-day-old decomposed dead body up the stairs. The power's out, the books are dying. But yeah, I guess I can help you build a bed right now.
I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't mean to get so upset.
It's okay.
It's just, I don't want you to think of me like that.
Joe looks so concerned right now. And you know why he's concerned. She says, I don't want you to think of me like that. Joe's thinking, do you mean like in a sexual way? Because you just want us to be friends? And that's Joe's biggest fear after everything he's gone to, not to be just friends with this woman. This is Joe panicking right now. Joe panicking.
You're talented.
You don't know that.
I know you need to get out of your head and forget everybody. Just write what you want.
Everyone says that like it's so easy.
I know.
Oh, Joe. I'll take it as you talking to me, okay? It's a thing for all right, isn't it? You just got to get out of your head sometimes. Joe is very right, and he is very supportive. And Beck, as much as I'd slate you for, you know, ignoring certain red flags or whatever about him, he is very charming, isn't he? I get it.
My dad, he was an addict. It was hard. There were good days too. Woke up to the smell of pancakes. But then he'd go out and I'd wait for the next good day until there weren't any more.
Oh, Beck. Beck finally opening up to Joe. You know, she's been through a lot, you know, especially in regard to her dad. And, you know, finally opening up to, well, somebody about it. And Joe will be supportive as Joe can be, you know. It's a lot, you know. Addiction is a tough thing to deal with, and for those around you to deal with as well, you know? Especially someone so close to you like your father, like that.
Joseph, didn't realize you were here.
I told you he was.
I have a rare chronic bladder disease. If I drink, it has to be a high pH.
Weren't you doing Jaeger shots at your party?
Oh!
Joe got her, and she quickly put a stop to it. But, oh God, yeah. She does not like Joe. She doesn't like Beck getting, you know, very, actually emotionally close to any individual that's not her. Obviously, so I had to put a stop to that. But Joe onto her, and her doesn't like Joe. I want a battle for the battle for Beck between these two.
Grab the supplies, drive Benji to his final destination, light a match, and I'm yours. This is a development.
That's him.
Oh God, big smile on his face inside, panicking, because, you know, police. Once again, Joe, yeah, probably shouldn't send... How old is Paco? Like, I want to say 10, but he feels younger than 10. Yeah, but shouldn't send children to go get, you know, the stuff you need to get rid of a dead body, do you? It's not best idea.
Fire starter, twine, burlap. You want to explain what all this is for?
I know how this all must look. It would just be easier if I show you. Technically, we're not allowed to plant. I was just trying to keep it a bit under wraps.
The chemicals?
Dissolve root.
Fire starter?
I like to grill.
He really thought it all through. You have to respect him, don't you? Jesus. He sent Paco, and he has this perfect alibi for why he'd need all the stuff that you also coincidentally need to get rid of a dead body. It's just... the GOAT. Honestly. He's the GOAT of this. He says that, you know, he's got no experience in this and he doesn't know what he's doing. My man knows. Okay? My man knows.
He is a sicko. You go back inside. Just tell your mom I'm gonna be right there, okay, buddy? All right, all right.
I just noticed how hungry Paco is all the time. Just seems a little neglected. I'm not saying they're unfit.
That's it.
All right.
Joe got him. You don't mess with the Goldberg. You don't mess with the Goldberg, okay? Jesus Christ. Roasted him. Okay, the officers, you know, probably sense a bit with this guy, which, fair enough, because he is, you know. But at the same time, you don't mess with the Goldberg, okay? Because he will destroy you. GOAT. Once again, the GOAT.
You believed you deserved Benji, and you believe you deserve Peach. I want to call, but I can't because there's a traditional waiting period between every goddamn communication when you're trying to date someone. I hate this generation.
Joe bemusing this generation, you know, I hate this generation, the traditional waiting period. And Joe, I will say one thing. It is tough, you know, figuring it out. God, I don't know, everyone else, you know, leave your comments down below. How long do you typically wait between messages in this type of situation? Minus the dead body, you know. I just message, okay? I don't care. I don't care about traditional waiting periods. I just message. What's the point? What's the point in waiting?
What do you think about Joe?
Okay, you can't be serious. You need someone to take care of you, not Joe and his financial limitations.
That is not fair. Should really get home. Got you feeling better.
At first glance, it might just seem like she hates the poor, which partially is probably true. You know, definitely true, let's face it. But yeah, well, obviously she doesn't want Beck getting close with someone who's actually nice, or comes across that way at the very least. Because, you know, with Beck. But she's not very subtle. Just straight for the, oh, Beck, no, you don't want a poor boy, get a rich guy approach. It's an approach.
Not now. Hey,
Meet me back at my place. Pick up where we left off.
what about Peach? Where is she now?
Indochine?
Perfect. Peach is gulping steamed Chilean sea bass down her scrawny gullet. I'm about to get caught.
Joe's panicking now, God. He's stressed. All he wants to do is just go back there, you know, and bang Beck. Let's say that it is, you know. Make love, that's what Joe said. He wants to make sweet, sweet love to Beck. But, you know, he's trying to get rid of the body at the same time and deal with Peach. And now there are people, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I'm just really busy right now, so you're sending some mixed messages, right?
Build you a bed, be with you on the bed, drop you on the block because your friend is asking and not very... Seriously, Joe, shut up.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
You know what? With the time constraints you're under, I think he did a fine job there, you know. That's a high-pressure situation, trying to get rid of the body before these people arrive. whilst also dealing with Beck on the phone, who wants you to come over and have sex, but you know you're a bit busy, right? It's a lot, okay? It's a lot of stress and pressure for Joseph.
That's one hell of a bonfire.
What can I say? I went a little crazy. You're welcome to join.
Oh, that would be great, but we need to get back to the car. Good luck.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too.
I mean, thank God they said no, you know. Just a tip, if anyone was ever just wondering about the situation, if you do see a random man lighting a giant fire in the woods in the middle of the night and he offers you to come over, I'd personally turn it down.
Beck, we weren't expecting you. Sorry, I'm late. I wrote them, ripped them up, and started over. This feels like me. It's only one page.
That isn't really enough for us to critique. Let's just reschedule.
I mean, that's very nice of the teacher. A lot of teachers would just say, you know, you didn't do the work, you failed. But no, we'll just reschedule for another time, you know. Beck, Joey's writing that well, God, no, Beck needs to focus on her writing at some point, you know. Between Joe and all her friends and Peach and everything else. You know, she does. Especially for this. She needs to make it more of a priority.
Okay, so I hate to admit it, but you were right. I will do anything for my friends. And do I use them as an excuse not to write? I'd use anything as an excuse not to write because I'm afraid I might fail.
Oh. Yeah, Joe was right in that regard about the writing. You know, I think it's a common thing about writers, isn't it? The fear of failure when you pour your heart out like that, especially poets and that. You know, Beck going for it, but opening up. At least she has someone to open up to at Joe, and God, does she do it a lot.
Nice guy with the "you're remarkable" stuff. Then try and go down on me in the middle of a furniture store. I've never even seen your plate, and you never talk about any of your friends. Who are you?
Beck went through the whole cycle. She poured her heart out, and then she immediately turned around like, wait a fucking second, who the hell are you, Joe Goldberg? And all fair. Oh, Beck.
Okay, that was too much. It sounded better in my head.
I want to show you something. You want to know me? Show you exactly who I am.
It sounds like such a threat knowing that what's happened in that basement. I know it's not, because the dead body's gone and all that, and you're just going to show her your books in the cage, you know, in a nice way, not a prisoner way. For now.
I can take you to my apartment anytime you want. I want you to meet my friends. This right here is the most important place in the world to me.
Aww. God, he's had that speech prepped, hasn't he? Reads so many books. He just, you know, no surprise that he makes great speeches like that, because that was a killer. That was a killer, Joe. Fair play to you. Fair play to you, mate.
The book missing.
Really? What book is that?
Ozma of Oz. Joe was looking at it at my party.
I'm sure it'll turn up.
Peach, anti-Joe as ever. Sees her book missing, immediately assumes Joe. He did take it after all, to be fair. You know. Oh, God. The first sign. I mean, they've been warring for a minute anyway. Peach and Joe. Oh, it's going to go down. Yeah, it's going to go down. But Beck's happy with Joe. That's all that matters, really.
Sorry, Joe. I was so stupid.
That's not your fault. Guys like Ron are bullies. We just need to stay one step ahead of them. Like the Musketeers. One for all.
And all for one.
Joe comforting Paco, which is good. I'm glad Paco has someone in his life. I was going to say, we haven't seen Paco's mother yet, have we? Which makes sense, you know, Ron, controlling, abusive, obviously he doesn't let her leave the house, you know. At least Joe's there for him. At least Joe's there for Paco.
You here yet?
Tonight, I'd show you. I'm the one.
Joe, I think you got the wrong mood from those texts. Shockingly. Shocking, I know. Her lingerie pic was not an invitation to make pancakes. Shocking, I know.
Did you just...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for laughing, Joe. Oh, poor guy. He goes through everything he's gone through. He finally gets this magical moment. And finally, him and Beck are making sweet, passionate love. And then, like 10 seconds into it, oh, Joe. Oh, Joe. What a abrupt ending to the episode. As episode 3 is coming to an end. You know, maybe at some point he'll last for longer than 10 seconds. Maybe. You know, maybe. That's going to be it for today, you know. Joe's had a busy episode. He got rid of a body. He dealt with the cops, argued with Ron, had a fight with Beck, made up with Beck, issues, made love, lasted 10 seconds. But that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed. God, it's an addictive show. It really is. I'm enjoying watching it again, and I look forward to a new season. Let me know your thoughts as always in the comments down below. Leave a like if you have enjoyed. I hope you have, and subscribe for more as I continue to interact to you in preparation for season 4 coming in February. But yeah, like, subscribe, and as always, I just want to say a very special thank you for watching.